First off, it's Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way, this ain't Burkhead. Everybody say they won't beef till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey meat.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that rocking with me. And yeah, we back in the kitchen. And there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. Errol Spence Jr.'s most impressive win, in my opinion, is versus your Dennis Ugas. And I'm explaining why. Also, I got another video coming. I'm explaining Terrence Crawford's most impressive win, in my opinion. And it was versus Sean Porter. And that was his most difficult fight. It was more difficult than Gamboa. Gamboa was a difficult fight. But the Sean Porter fight, I'm telling you, it's certain things that he had to go through in that fight that's preparing him for this Errol Spence fight. Sean Porter that was the fight to really prepare him for Errol Spence. And I'm going to break that down in another video. But that Sean Porter fight is a very underrated win. I think it's his best win, and I think Sean Porter is Terrence Crawford's best opponent. But he's not Errol Spence's best opponent. Nope. I think Ugas was Spence's best opponent, bro. I got to break this shit down. A lot of people look at them losses early in his career, and yeah, he took a couple years off, but he was on a 12-winning streak. And also, I just want to point this out. I thought he beat Sean Porter. I really do. And also, Sean Porter, for some reason, in that fight, he fought the fight he never fight. He started boxing and moving around and shit, and Ugas was coming forward. It's not just that he was coming forward, but, you know, and I'm going to tell you something. It's, in my opinion, it's a reason why Sean Porter didn't bang it out with Ugas. I really feel that way. It's a reason why he didn't bang it out with Ugas. I'm going to tell you a lot of things about Ugas that people don't realize. For one, Ugas, Kell Brook was big. Don't get it twisted. Ugas was bigger than Spence, though. Ugas was bigger than Spence. Ugas big, bro, and he's very strong. Another thing, he got very underrated power. His counter-punching abilities is he got precise punching power. He places shots well. He punch with one shot, or he can punch in combinations. He go to the body also. Man, he hit Spence with some hard body shots. Listen, it's a lot of shit that impressed me about Spence, but this was the win. This was the win he had to dig deep the most. I'm going to tell you why. Listen, I love the Danny fight because he broke Danny, and I ain't never seen nobody break Danny Garcia. Never saw it before. That was very impressive, and he was coming off the car wreck. That was very impressive, and that's another reason why I think this Ugas win was the best win. Because when he fought Kell Brook, he was really he was in mash mode. He was man down, and also, just like when Bud fought Kell Brook had been through a lot. But I think Spence win over Kell Brook was much better. But also, Kell Brook was coming off his first career loss. So the psyche of a fighter, Kell Brook had been beat before. So what I'm saying is, in Ugas' mind, Ugas hadn't lost, and he was coming off the Pacquiao win. So in his mind, bro, he was unbeatable in his mind because he felt like he beat Sean Porter. Many people thought he beat Sean Porter. He was on a 12-win winning streak, and he had just beat a legend. And he had become a household name and shit like that. So Ugas, his spirits was up. He was more confident than I had ever seen him when he fought Spence. Ugas' best performance of his career was when he fought Spence. That motherfucker came ready. A lot of people talk that shit. He was wearing shades and shining and shit and enjoying his money with his woman and partying and shit. Man, Ugas came to that fight in dog shape. Like I said, I'm going to say it again. He was bigger than Spence. It's a lot of shit, bro. Also, Spence was coming off a detached retina and took a fight with Ugas. I'm going to tell you why Ugas is the best opponent Spence has ever faced. First and foremost, like I said, bro, Ugas listen, he can box. He's from the Cuban school, but he's tricky, bro. He's a sneaky ass fighter. And this is the dangerous thing about Ugas. Ugas can fight however you want to fight. If you want to fight, he gonna fight you. He got a great inside game. That's why I said, in my opinion, that's why Sean Porter didn't fight him, because I'm gonna tell you, Ugas will counter your ass on the inside. And another thing I'm gonna say about Ugas, Like I said, this was the fight to me that prepared Spence for Bud, because Bud is but Ugas don't fight nothing like him, but he do very similar things. Another thing, Bud is much stronger than a lot of people think. Bud's strong as fuck, and Ugas was strong. That's another thing. Ugas don't waste punches. Bud also don't waste punches. Ugas is a great counterpuncher. Ugas is a great fucking counterpuncher. Spence had never faced a counterpuncher like Ugas, bro. Danny, and another thing, what impressed me the most about Spence in the Danny fight, Danny could not get that left hook off. So he did a great job in getting away out of them left hooks and shit like that. And like I said, he broke Danny. He broke him. But the difference with Ugas is, bro, Ugas is way more tricky than Danny. He's way more tricky, and I just don't think people understand, bro. The confidence Ugas had was dangerous. How big he came in, the way he was sitting down on every punch, every counter punch he threw it with. Man, some of them hooks to the body. Man, let me tell you something. I seen Spence wince when he was getting hit to the body with some of them shots. He was hitting them hard as shit to the body. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. Spence, he was prepared for a tough fight, but he didn't know Ugas was that strong, and he didn't know he was punching like that. Another thing I gotta point out. A lot of people talk about when his mouthpiece fell out. Up until the 6th round, I thought Spence was winning, but it was tough. And I was at that fight, by the way. So I was by the 6th round, I was kind of nervous, but I was like, Spence gonna get him. He gonna get him, but Ugas is so prepared. He was prepared for everything Spence had coming. Like I said, bro, in the 6th round, before he knocked the mouthpiece, like 15 seconds before he knocked the mouthpiece out, he hurt Spence. He hurt him, bro. Spence caught Ugas with an overhand left. It was a hard overhand left, but Ugas caught it with the glove. Spence tried to come with like a right hook to the body, and in the midst of him trying to throw the right hook, Ugas caught him with a chopping right hand. And I didn't even see it, and that's when Spence stumbled back. You gotta look, because at first I thought he got tangled up with his feet. No, that was a right hand that Ugas landed when Spence kind of stumbled back, and he kind of lost his legs for a little bit. And like I said, after that, Spence just went at him and caught him with some good shots, and then that's when Ugas caught him with a few punches and knocked his mouthpiece out. But and when he knocked his mouthpiece out, Spence recovered very quick. A lot of people try to act like he got exposed. Nah, and I believe him when he said that. Nah, I thought my motherfucking teeth were knocked out. You motherfuckers ain't finna see my teeth. But anyway, yeah, he got hurt at that point, but he was hurt before the mouthpiece. It was the chopping right. Nobody saw that punch, bro. It was a quick ass punch, and it landed right on his chin. And so after that, from the 6th round on, bro, to the stoppage, Spence went in a gear that I never seen him go in. It was a gear that was past that shit when he went through Kell Brook. When he broke Kell Brook, it was a gear past that, bro. It was a gear, and it was also finesse. The way he finessed his way on the inside, Spence showed some shit. Because I'm telling you, bro, the version of Spence that fought Kell Brook and the version that back in Lamont Peace and he might have lost to a Ugas, because I'm telling you, bro, it took more than his physical gifts. He had to really use his mind to beat Ugas. He had to dog it out, but he had to find a way. I got to come in without getting hit so hard with these motherfucking counters, because if he keep catching me with flush counters, eventually, bro, he gonna break me down. So it just how he finessed, and I started seeing him how he switched up and how he would move his head side to side, and he just angled. It's hard to explain how Spence works his way on the inside. It is so hard, because he do clumsy shit. He do clumsy shit. It's like because southpaws are awkward anyway, but he do clumsy shit, and he works his way in. He not using his legs. It's just how he get in, bro. He'll throw a punch and just sneak his way in, bro. Spence do a lot of sneaky shit, and like I said, he had to really finesse Ugas and also dog him to break him. To break Ugas, bro, that shit is the most impressive shit Errol Spence has ever done in his entire career. It's to break Ugas, a fighter who ain't never been broke. A fighter who don't got no back down. Ugas got a granite chin too. And he hurt Ugas multiple times. And that showed the power. Them motherfucking short uppercut. That's another thing that impressed me. Spence, his short shots in that fight, bro, was more impressive than I've ever seen. I'm telling you right now, bro, the way Spence turned up on Ugas because you got to understand, bro, in the beginning rounds, he tried to turn up. Every time he turned up until round 6, every time Spence turned up, Ugas turned up. Every time he throw a big shot, Ugas come back. And I'm telling you, Ugas is one of the smartest counterpunchers, and he's very underrated. The skills of Ugas is so underrated. You got to look at that fight to really see what's going on. Ugas was a hell of a fighter. And Ugas would have gave Bud problems. Ugas would have gave Bud a whole lot of problems. That would have been a tough fight for Bud. That would have been a very tough fight. I'm telling you right now. And like I said, bro, I thought he beat Sean Porter. So, I don't know about now because Spence broke Ugas. He broke him in that fight. But before being broke by Spence, I had him beating Keith Thurman. The only people that I feel like could beat Ugas was Spence and Crawford. Even before he fought Spence, I thought he was too dangerous for Boots, because with his hard counters, bro, he can make you look bad. But at this point, like right now, like I said, I think Boots and Keith can get him because he been broke, bro. Spence broke him, and I don't think he'll ever be the same, bro. He ain't never been broke. Ain't no fighter ever broke Ugas, bro. And the way Spence broke him and what he had to go through to break him, that shit was different. That shit was different. And like I said, Spence ain't never been hit to the body like that either. He ain't never been hit to the body like that. And a lot of them shots he was getting hit to the body, it was wide open, and he was in the midst of swinging. So he took some shit. He took some punishment in that fight that a lot of people don't realize he did. But the way Spence can turn up, and this is why Spence versus Crawford is such a 50-50 fight. As good as Bud is, as elusive as he is, as great as he is with his counters, he got devastating power. He on a 10-win knockout streak. But what makes Spence so dangerous, bro, Spence got some special shit in him that even when you... Listen, bro, he the big fish, bro. Even when he feel outnumbered, even when he feel outgunned, bro, Spence will find a way. It's when he bite down, bro. That is the most dangerous shit in boxing, is when Spence bite down. And like I said, I won't give a prediction until the night before the fight. But like I said, it's a 50-50 fight. I'm not finna pick no winner until the night before the fight. But I'm just telling you, a lot of people they keep talking about how big and strong he is. Spence also, a lot of people say Tank got underrated defense. Spence got some of the most underrated defense in boxing. Spence is very defensive. When he throw punches, he's watching out. It just Ugas was such a good, and he had fast counters. It was a different style he had never seen before. But like I said, he's very defensively responsible. His defense is underrated, and it's more than him being big and strong. Spence got some finesse to his game. That shit may not look flashy, but the way he finesse his way on the inside is dangerous. And he keep coming. He can fuck you up psychologically, bro. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.